If you guys are looking to buy or sell any of your coins on FIFA 23 Ultimate Team, go ahead and check out u4gm.com for a reliable spot to do so using code ELITE, ELYYT, for 5% off your order. You might be asking, Elite, why do you continue to play FUT Champions if you say you're going to stop every week because you keep breaking controllers and you get bad rewards? And to that, I say, let's open the packs. Here we go. We've got 3 player picks as always. Show me the money. Osimhen or Kobel. Could have been a worse first pick. It definitely really couldn't have been a worse second pick. That's really bad. In our final pack, with the nose for the extra luck for the Senegalese man himself, it's... I'm never playing FUT Champs again. This is I'm never playing it again. Welcome back to a brand new video on my channel. My name is Sean, aka Elite, and today we're going to be talking all about how we can make a recovery on any coins lost in the last few days as we prepare for the official World Cup promo. The World Cup update is scheduled to come out on Wednesday of this week, but we're not going to officially see the World Cup hype begin until Friday when the promo officially drops. Right now, we're in the World Cup warm-up promo, but on Saturday, we saw quite the market crash for a lot of cards that people had invested in. Now, if you guys did watch our video at the beginning of the weekend saying the market crash was coming, hopefully you prepared for it better than what it seems like the rest of the community did, because it looked like so many people were invested in cards as that market crash hit. Some things unexpected, some things more expected. Either way, a lot of people did lose coins. Fortunately for us, the only thing that we ended up losing coins on was a few gold Valverdes, and we ended up actually making coins over the weekend because we had invested in informs, which have been very, very reliable for profit. As you guys can see here, this Bentancur has been making me bank ever since it has come out. In fact, this is the second time I've flipped him. I'm going to pull up on my Twitter right now the screenshots from a couple of days ago showing you guys how this card fluctuates over the course of a certain day. So here it is right here. Nice quick flips before bed. This was about a 30-minute time period in which I actually bought and then started to sell. It took about an hour before I sold everything. But overall, 90 minutes, and I ended up making 73K profit on this flip, because as you can see here, he was 39K right before going to bed, and he had risen to 48,000 coins. Now, I actually got in a little bit higher on that graph, somewhere right in here, so I wasn't perfectly on time, but I did make a decent amount of coins. I actually got in at about 40K or 41K, and we ended up making some coins. So these cards rise really, really well into the night, and so I've been selling them into that rise each night. And it's been a reliable way to make coins in a market that is really dropping. And to be honest, there's not much of a reason for this market to actually shoot up anytime soon. I'm not expecting a really huge recovery, even on some of the best cards that I think are great investments, like Bentancur. I really don't see these cards really skyrocketing anytime soon. Now, as you can see, we sold these cards between 41 and 43,000 coins, making a decent amount of coins on those Bentancurs right there. And we can go ahead and clear those sold items because I've got another like 34 of them on the transfer list once again. After he dropped back down today, we've gone back in at about 36,000 coins per card. As you can see, I'll scroll across, about 36K. And I'm just following his daily movement. That's all I've needed to do. Now, if you guys watched our video yesterday showing you guys how to use the FUTBin graphs, you can actually see that I have got this Bentancur on my graph, of course, and I'm watching his movement. So, of course, there was the biggest rise on that first night, and he rose to 49K. Then he did it again last night, where he was like 36 to 37 and rose back up to 41 with a shadow you can sell for 43. And so I'm expecting the exact same thing to happen today. As he got down to 36,000 coins again, I'm like, you know what? What's working isn't broken, so we don't need to fix it. let's go ahead and do it again. And so that's what I've gone and done, and he's gone up to about 40,000 coins once again from 36K. So even if I sold right now for, I believe what I have is 34 Bentancurs, I would be making about 2,000 coins per card. And if he goes up every 1,000 coins, that adds another 34K profit. So if he goes up to 41K, it's another 34K profit. If he goes up to 42K, it's another 34K profit in the bank. So it really adds up for us. But at the same time, it can be dangerous to hold these cards long term, despite the fact that these informs have worked well out of packs and towards the end of their week in packs in previous weeks. We are getting close to the World Cup promo. And given the fact that EA have hyped this up so much, they sent dozens, maybe hundreds of content creators to London to record a capture event about it. And then on top of that, they have already started dropping World Cup content into objectives and even made a warm-up promo to it. They're not going to make this a light promotion. I mean, it is leading up to something big. In fact, we're already seeing objectives that right here you can see we've got two Uruguayan players, Stuani and Espino, both in the Spanish league. And then we've got Duncan and Giassi right there, both in the Italian league. And then we've got Brun Larsen and Narti, both are in the Bundesliga, the German league. And well, what is the pattern here? We've got Uruguay, Ghana, Denmark, all countries going to the World Cup. So it seems every single day they are going to be dropping a dynamic duos objective. And as you guys can see, FUT Sheriff has also tweeted that exact same thing. He's been pretty reliable with his leaks so far this year. So one dynamic duo each day for every World Cup nation, which is going to be exciting because it's definitely not a terrible objective either. I mean, you do have to win 8 matches, and I assume a lot of people are probably doing Golden Goal. I don't know that for sure as I haven't played it, but I would assume it's Golden Goal because you got to win 8 matches for each card. The only thing is, Qatar, I don't believe, has any players in the game. There are no players from Qatar in the game, so I'm not sure what they're going to do for that 32nd country right there with Qatar. Maybe they just won't drop one for Qatar. Maybe they'll get the rights for a couple Qatari players. Either way, there's none in the game, so I don't know what they're going to do about Qatar when they drop that dynamic duo. Now, if you checked the comments of my yesterday's video, the pinned comment, I said that we were going to get an Ansu Fati SBC because yesterday's video was only about how to use FUTBin and make coins, so we didn't talk about this. But it did come out today, and it's a very good card. The downside is it's pretty expensive. It's coming in around 300,000 coins, a little bit less than that. Plus, you can use fodder to make it cheaper, but 300K is 300K. And in a market where everything seems to be pretty cheap, this is an expensive card for sure. And most people dislike it. If you take a look at FUTBin and the likes to dislike ratio, it's not good. But the market has evidently seen a couple cards rise up still from complimentary links, so I can't even imagine what it would have done to SBC fodder and to complimentary links if this was a more affordable card. Now, are we going to see anything in the next couple of days? I don't know if we've got any SBCs coming. Obviously, Ansu Fati is an OOP card, and I'm not expecting to have another one of those for a few days at the very least. We've gone through a lot of the Player of the Month cards, so realistically, we're probably not going to see anything drop today in terms of a player SBC unless something comes out last minute that we're not expecting. But what we could see is possibly another one of these upgrade packs, or maybe kind of like the upgrade packs that we've been seeing with Team of the Weeks, but maybe we'll finally get that icon upgrade that has been in the code for a while. Everybody's been waiting on it, and it could be a day to drop it. It's definitely not out of the question, but it is also a long shot. We have seen some of the SBC fodder rise a little bit over the last few days. In fact, we picked up a bunch of those Trent Alexander-Arnolds at about 16,000 coins and less, so we got a lot for about 15,000 to 15,500, and he's up to about 17.25 right now. He did peak at about 18K, which is where we sold most of our cards, and we've been listing this SBC fodder for lazy buyers all week since we bought it at 15K. And so we made ourselves about 2K per card minimum, which is great because we bought a ton of those cards. It made us about 100,000 coins. But the thing is it's still pretty low. And we're going to see a lot of things come out at the World Cup mode in terms of SBCs, in terms of upgrade packs, and maybe we do see something today. It's one of the safer things to get behind to make yourself some coins, and you should always be listing those cards for lazy buyers. One of the cards I'm listing for lazy buyers right now is a really good card to list for lazies because it's hard to search for him specifically on the market, which is Diogo Dalot. I got all of these cards here for about 14,000 coins, 14.5. You can see I got them all for less than 15K, and we've got them listed on the market right now for 17 to 19,000 coins. And the reason that I'm listing them for so much more is because it's really hard to find Dalot cards on the market for a certain price. So if you take a look at special cards, Diogo Dalot, it's a good card. People definitely want to use him. His 82 rated inform is actually one of the most used cards of the year. It's actually the second most used special card after the RTTK Thomas Lemar, which is crazy. So I really do like this 84 rated one. But if you take a look and try to find him, he's going for about 15K right now. All that pops up right here is those 82 rated cards. And you've got to scroll all the way to the 59th minute before you start finding some of the cards that are 84 rated. So it's really, really difficult to actually find these 84 rated cards for the cheapest price on the market. And you got to put in a grind to find those cards like I did at less than 15K. I would just scroll to the 59th minute and I would pick up all those cards. And now I'm listing those cards for much more because it'll be a little bit easier for people to find those cards. They'll expire or they'll get down to, 1 minute left and they'll just go ahead and pick them up. A lazy buy. It makes it easy, and that's what people want, is an easy buy, especially for a card that's that hard to find on the market. So that's why I've picked up those Dalos and listed those on the market. And I'm going to try to flip this one Mane, of course. He's already up about 12K, but that's still like only getting me my coins back, if that. So we'll see if that Mane works, but the Bentancur is the safe option that we're sticking with right now. I would probably stay away from those gold cards. I've been mentioning that in the last couple of videos. Gold cards are really not the safest cards to go in on. I think the safest things to go in on are probably current informs and then SBC fodder. Those are the cards that you want to be looking at right now. Let's go ahead and take a look at the price of Rodrigo Bentancur. 41K. Is he up to 41 yet? Yeah, he is up to 41,000 coins now. So that's another 1,000 coins up for Bentancur. And in the last couple of nights, he's been peaking around 4 a.m. So I've got about another 90 minutes of him rising. I might be able to get 42K if I'm lucky. But it's already a nice solid 3K profit per card, about 100K total on this Bentancur flip tonight. It's been working every night. I don't see why I should stop doing it because as I said earlier, if it's not broke, don't fix it. So there's one of two things that could happen on today's market. One, we're going to get nothing, no player SBC, no upgrade SBC, no icon hero SBC, none of that. We just get our normal daily SBC and then the dynamic duos objective. And that is going to allow all of the cards that we have on our transfer list as investments to rise, to recover, to basically show them a normal market, a nice rise on a Monday that we have seen for Team of the Week cards pretty much every single week. And then the other option is they drop some sort of big SBC that's going to try to drain coins from people's clubs. That way they go into World Cup update with less coins in their coin total. Maybe they drop an icon upgrade, maybe a hero upgrade of the sorts in the squad building challenges. And that way it gets people to take coins out of their club. Of course, they priced Ansu Fati pretty high. It's probably an effort to get people to go out and buy the SBC fodder, spend coins on that, lose their coins, put it into something untradeable, even if it does add value to their club. Of course, Ansu Fati is usable, but it's untradeable. And so they don't have as many coins going into the World Cup update and the World Cup promo. And when you don't have a lot of coins, when you don't have a lot of resources, what do you turn to? What does the community turn to? FIFA points. That's what EA wants you to do, right? So that's why I think there could be an off chance. This would be a day that makes sense for EA to drop some sort of coin sync into SBCs. Ansu Fati for me is a coin sink, despite the fact that it is a usable card, and I'm sure everybody's going to tear me up in Weekend League with that. It's still a coin sink. It takes coins away from your club, and it only adds coins to people who have invested in those SBC fodder cards, which is hopefully you, which is me, and of course, we can make some coins on those safe investments there. That's going to be it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and I forgot to do this yesterday, so I'm going to do it today. Go ahead and leave the secret comment of the day down below. It's going to be Ansu Fati. So go ahead and comment Ansu Fati in the comments below. You can include it in your comment. You can just comment it straight up. You can hide it in your comment so people don't know what you're talking about. Do whatever you got to do. I'm going to heart everybody who does that in the comment section below. Thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. Do not forget to drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Go ahead and double check you've got both those done. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.